Hello and welcome, Dominic here from kilowatt.ie, and in this video I'm going to examine the question of solar batteries or home energy storage batteries and the economics of them. So just leaving aside the question of blackout protection and looking solely at, is there a return on investment in terms of reduced electricity bills? So there's two parts to this. First off, costs of the battery installation, and second part, the savings on the bills. So just to have a quick look at costs first, we've got a couple of examples. This is so looking at 5 kilowatt hours of battery storage for this particular example. First example here with 2.5 kilowatt hour battery costs €1,000. So we're looking at about 2,000 for 5 kilowatt hours. Here about this slightly more, 2,300 for 5 kilowatt hours. Here we have substantially cheaper, 1,200. And here we have 1,300 for 5 kilowatt hours. Now, of course, this is hardware only, and you also need a hybrid inverter to make this work. Now, installation is if you get it fully installed as a package, it can be VAT free. So overall, for this example, let's run with about €2,000 for the fully installed cost. Now, of course, this can vary a bit, but you can use your own numbers to do your own calculation. Okay, on to the savings. So just take... I think most people who have this are going to be on smart meters, so we'll go with this example here. And national average consumption. So let's get a baseline for electricity bills without any batteries. Okay, so €1,087. So let's add our 5 kilowatt hour battery. Currently we don't have solar in this example, so it's going to be charged at night. And let's compare update, and the bills come down to 797. However, if we store this energy until 9 a.m, it means we are saving day units instead of saving night units. We run it again, and now our savings are our bills are 726. So I'll get a calculator here. So bills after 726, bills before are 1087. So the annual savings 361, divide that by the upfront cost, or we could even do it the other way around, 2000 divided by the annual savings. Gives us a 5.5 year payback period, which that could make sense. For a lot of people, that sounds reasonable. Now, of course, the problem is batteries don't have, they won't live forever. Their lifespan is so shorter, almost certainly, than solar panels. But even still, that's a decent return. Now, here is where it gets interesting. So, a lot of people will say, okay, but most people who get a battery will also have solar, and they won't just charge it at night, they'll use surplus solar energy. So let's take an example, 5 kilowatts of solar panels, and we'll take our new baseline. So baseline with solar is 133 annual bills. Now we add a battery and we charge both from night and from surplus solar and run it again. And we see that the savings are, so this is actually the electricity company paying you. The bills are less than zero. That's why it's green and there's a minus sign. So the savings here are €190 per year approximately, which is not great, because if we divide 2,000 by 190, payback period is more than 10 years. Now let's switch to charge at night. and yeah, not a large difference there. Try it one other way. Okay, that's a bit better. There we have a 230, is that right? Yeah, 230 euros per year. So that brings us down under 10 years for the payback period, looking kind of okay at that point. But yeah, it's interesting to see that the most benefit of having a battery is for people who actually don't have solar. So the whole idea of it being a solar battery doesn't make that much sense, of course, except for the fact that the installation cost of a battery as an addition to solar panels will be less than a standalone battery system. Let me see, have we covered everything? Big caveat to these conclusions, is that these numbers, the rates for electricity units and the rates for export of surplus solar energy are likely to change over the coming years. So if you can make a forecast about what these numbers are going to be, then that does potentially change the conclusions. But as of now, it looks like battery addition to solar, it's okay, but nothing amazing in terms of return on investment. But at least you can look at it like, if the return on investment is just enough to pay for the battery and no more, well, you can almost look at that like you're getting free blackout protection, in which case that's quite a nice deal. Provided you do get it set up that way by the electrician, which you need to confirm that is not a default. And the other part is, if you don't have solar, here's a surprising thing that people are not generally thinking about. If you don't have space for solar panels, or for some other reason you don't have solar, it may actually be worth your while getting a standalone battery, because it can give you a bigger return on investment potentially, and it potentially also can also give you blackout protection, at least for a day or a couple of hours, or at the very least enough to run smaller but important appliances like a computer, lights, fridge, etc. That's all I have for this video. If you have additional thoughts or insights to add to this, I'd be very interested to hear, because it is a fast moving topic and things are changing. Thank you for watching the video, and that's all for now.